I'm Dan Galusha. Welcome to another edition of Shoot and Plink, and we're going to be doing another request. Again, it's Doc McKay and Linda Jordan that inspired this one. They're members of a couple of Facebook groups, one called Plinking Over Paper and another one that is air pistols and rifles. I think it's the direction of targets. Basically, that's target shooting with air rifles and pistols, and the other one, of course, is blinking. And that's Doc's favorite. He's the one that created that page, in fact, and he's out of Canada, so he has a little bit different regulations on his guns. But both him and Linda, in fact, Linda has done some great research on these pellets, and what we're going to talk about again is these sniper pellets. We've got the 177 and the 22. Now the weight on the 177 is $14.97, where this one's clear up to $17.90 on the 22s. Well, both of them said that they thought that PCPs would be the best thing to shoot these with. What better thing to use than my ATI Novas? I've got the Freedom, which has got the self-contained pump, and the Liberty, which is that real pretty one. Nice furniture on it. Now, what I've done is the one has got open sights. That's going to be the Freedom. And the other one, in fact, I'll get these up here. Here's the Freedom. Now, I'm going to be shooting with fiber optic open sights with this. And on both of them, they have an adjustment over here. You can see it right around in here somewhere, right there. Okay, it's a low and high velocity. I'm going to shoot 5 rounds thereabouts, if I don't lose track sometime. And I'm going to shoot 5 at low and 5 at high. And I am not using the magazines that come with them. You can see I've got the adapter in here. This is all going to be single shot, where you pull it back, load it in, push it forward. And again, this is going to be the Freedom. This is the 177s we're going to be shooting. We're going to shoot those first. Then second, we're going to follow it up with the Liberty. Now the Liberty is pretty much the same thing, all set up, all alike. It's the 22. We're going to be doing low, high, just like I said, but we're going to be using this OTW red dot scope. Now, hopefully, I've still got that sighted in good. I changed the thing, I took it off, put it on, and it may not be sighted in real good, but we're still going to get the general idea of how it shoots. We're going to see what happens anyway, and I'll be trying to move it one way or the other to hit close to bullseye for you. And that one I think is probably on. I think the open sights, I got those adjusted pretty good. We're going to be finding out. So what do you say we turn the camera around and we do some shooting? I brought the targets back up to take a look at them here. The 177s, they hit pretty good, but like I'd said, I think before, that I told you that I thought this was just a little bit better. I'm shooting these all freestanding. I am not using a bench or my Firefield shooting stick. Didn't use that either. This is all freestanding shooting. And it's all within the 2-inch circle here. I was trying to see that down the line here. We're shooting, by the way, too, at about 10 meters. A little bit over the 10-yard mark, or about 10 meters, which is most of the time what you're shooting air guns anyway, except if you're doing pistols, and then, you know, you're looking at maybe 7 yards in there somewhere. But this, again, is the 177s, where you have the weight of about 1497. Before, if you remember the other videos, if you took a look at those, where we were shooting the different ones, the Magnums, like we're shooting now, the H&N Sniper Magnums, all fell very, very low. And like I said, both Doc and Linda said they thought a PCP would work well. Now, velocity-wise, and we should talk about that, the velocity on these, on the 177s, are definitely different than the 22s. This one, when set on high, which was shot down here, you can see, and evidently my red dot, I don't know if it's set up so that it's a little, because I was trying to aim just right about here, and I'm hitting up above, so my red dot may be off a little bit. But this one, I think, is about 600 feet per second, if I remember right, on the low, and this is 900, that I do know. This one on the low is around 700 feet per second, where this one's in the 1,000 range. So, you know, that really doesn't make a whole lot of difference because they are 177 22. We're talking about two different things here. But you can see that I think Linda and Doc are right. The PCP worked very, very well. They were, and of course the ATI and Nova and Liberty have been a super gun for me anyway, as you will see in the other videos that I did as reviews on those. And again, this was freestanding, no bench, nothing else. I was just standing there with it and trying to shoot it, and I really think that these were hitting good. If I had had my red dot adjusted a little bit different, although I was using the green dot, which makes no difference really. Although, and I want to bring this up, this is kind of odd. Some of these OTWs, I don't even know which gun it is. If I switch to the red dot, it's more accurate than if I switch to the green dot. And I actually have to readjust them. I don't know why. That's with one of them. It's probably the scope itself. They're a cheaper scope. I think I got them for like 13 bucks a piece, but they work good, especially for air guns. I mean, I'm not going to worry about that. But anyway, again, these aren't doing too bad. They're falling within a 2-inch area. They are shooting more on the upside rather than like before. We were firing the mediums and they were hitting around here, and then you'd fire the Magnums and they'd be down here. Well, these were all Magnums that we fired, and that's what we came out with. So hopefully this answers the questions of Linda and Doc, and also anybody else that might have thought that. And that should be a wrap on all of these sniper pellet videos. So until next time, shoot safe and have a great day of plinking.